sparing all your time and listening to all the speakers very patiently. What you see here on the back side is some of our technological marvels which I will be decoding today. So subject today is decoding the sustainable commerce. You have seen this slide hundreds of times. Everybody knows what are the sustainability goals, so I'm not talking much about that, and I'm moving straight away. Let me explain who am I and what is my organization. So, myself is Pankaj Gohil. I am the founder of a PANIN group which has developed a new display technology. Like you have LCD technology ruling the world, 96% of the market is captured by LCD as of now. We have developed a better technology which is called Sustainable Photonic Display, SPD. So now the future will be LCD versus SPD. It took me 2 decades of time to present you this technology. We have done all the market research. We have ISO certified commercial production with 1 million square feet of SPD photonic panels. PANIN has done an extensive market survey and it's found its white space. I will explain you what are our white space and our blue ocean strategy. PANIN with its innovative technology and software power has developed its own SaaS platform. You have heard about the SaaS platform, software as a service. We are offering eco-friendly hardware and software as a service, which is a totally new platform. When I saw this slide, it struck me big way. If you see this slide, 76% of greenhouse gas is emitted by 3 industries. That is manufacturing, power generation and transportation. I was thinking which is the vertical which is consuming all these 3 most, and I realized that the retail is the industry where all these 3 are extensively used. You need manufacturer to manufacture the products. You need electrical power at every stage, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is storage, whether it is distribution, or whether it is in the retail store. And at every stage, the transportation is also involved. So I thought, why not do something where the commerce itself, the retail itself is sustainable, so that I can save this 76% of the greenhouse. You can see at what level of emission is 5,981 million metric tons of CO2. That is the power of US pollution. Next. Today I am decoding the S commerce. Now what is S commerce? S for sustainable commerce. Now generally there are 3 core stages of pollution and energy consumptions. The core one, I am talking about the commerce now. I am decoding the commerce. Core one is raw material procurement for the manufacturing. That is for the industry where they need raw material manufacturing. Once the product is manufactured, it goes from manufacturer to retail store. There is another retail chain. There is another distribution cycle which consumes a lot of energy, manpower. It creates a lot of pollutions. I will explain you every core 1, core 2, core 3 separately. And the third is product storage and sale at the retail store. Let me explain you everything one by one. The core 1, that is for manufacturing. When I come to the manufacturer needs 3 things. 1, they need raw material supplier, they need component supplier, component of the machinery, products and other things, and they need consumables. So these 3 are the most important things which generally comes to the same cycle where they are stored in the warehouse of the stockist. It comes to the dealer, and from dealer it comes to the manufacturer. Now you can see the number of trucks traveling. So you have transportation involved, you have storage involved, you have warehouses, electricity involved, everything is involved, and at manufacturing process another energy is in. So this is core 1. Now let's talk about core 2. Now once the product has come to the manufacturing, how it goes to the retail store. Again, it goes to the stockist. Stockists pick up the products from the manufacturing. There is a lot of transportation, lot of storage is involved. So electricity, transportation again involved. Again, from that warehouse it goes to all the various dealers. Again, lot of transportations, pollutions, everything is involved. And then it goes to the, so either it goes to superstore or the supermarket or the retail store. So you could see how much energy and pollution is generated during this core 1 and core 2. Next. Why this is happening? This is happening. I thought, why not do something very different? So, generally today's commerce, that is brick and mortar, is on B2B plus B2C business model. That's the reason you find all this. We developed a new smart commerce. Now our malls are like this. They are not like a standard malls, where manufacturer can directly go to the customer. That's called D2C. And the products are sent to the cloud. No energy, no transportation, no pollutions. So core 3, energy consumption in superstore. I am just giving an example in UK. How much energy is consumed by a superstore. Forget about core 1 and core 2. That is plus. I am just only talking about core 3. Supermarket nationwide consume 3% of the total is consumed by supermarkets. Just over and above core 1, core 2. Then compared to the other types of commercial building and supermarket is the highest specific energy consumption. And that's the reason I wanted to get inside. I wanted to save the max for the world. For largest store, energy intensity is 700 kilowatt per square meter per annum. Can you imagine this figure? 700 kilowatt. Now let me show you. Now this is the link from where we receive this detail. Next. So now you have understood what UK does. Now let's talk about the US, another big country, where energy in supermarket is in United States are 50 kilowatt per hour. I am talking about 50 kilowatt. Now here I am giving the figure for the CO2. How much CO2 is generated by a supermarket. In UK I was telling you how much energy was consumed by. So here if you see, it is 1900 tons of CO2 one supermarket consumes, which is equivalent to 360 vehicles that runs for 1 year. That's too much. So let's do the comparison. Now this is how your brick and mortar superstore looks, and this is how our sustainable commerce mall looks. This is the tomorrow, this is today. Now let me give you the difference between two in terms of sustainability. This is very important slide for you to understand. I'll take a little more time, but this is the slide. Now if you see brick and mortar store, they require 5000 square meter of space, because I am comparing 1000 to 1500 brands. Okay. The annual energy consumption as per that 700 kilowatt per square meter. For 5000 square meter it will consume 3.5 million kilowatt per hour per annum. 1900 tons of carbon per year. So it will consume this much energy and this much carbon it will release. Now the space consumed by brick and mortar compared to this. Now if you come this side, space required here is just 210 meter. Just think of 5000 square meter, let us come down to 210 square meter. The annual consumption is 54,720. Can you imagine? 3.5 million versus 0.5. That's a very big difference. And then instead of 1900 ton, it will just release 30 ton. 1900 to 30 is a big difference. So what is concluded? Space consumed by brick and mortar store is 24 times than the digital supermarket that PANIN is suggesting. And the energy consumption is 64 times than the supermarket of PANIN. That means PANIN can open 64 supermarkets at the power consumption of one brick and mortar market. So what is the net saving? Even if I open one supermarket, what I am saving? It saves 3.4 million kilowatts of energy. 47,900 square feet of commercial space. Big money. Big energy saved, big money saved. And 1817 tons of carbon per year. This is only 1 versus 1. Now, PANIN has a 1 million square feet of production capacity. So, PANIN can install 100 such superstores every year. You can imagine the amount of energy we can save, amount of carbon we can save. That's the reason. Now, another thing which nobody touched in the sustainability, that is called electronic waste. The SPD, the Sustainable Photonic Display, does not have electronics. The screen behind me is a sustainable photonic display. It is not a video wall of electronics. It is manufactured in our own factory. And what is today's trend? Old electronics don't die, they pile up. Now what is the pile up? Let me show you. If you see, the last year's e-waste monitor, it is 53.6 million tons of electronic waste generated only from electrical equipment. I am not talking anything else. This is too much, and it represents 21% jump in like last 5 years. Naturally, next 5 years it is jumping, and it is jumping at what level? 2 million tons per annum. 2 million tons per annum. This is the most toxic e-waste. That is the most toxic product. Nobody wants to recycle because it will create more pollution when you recycle it. That's where we come in the picture. Now, what is the impact of e-waste? Let me tell you that also. Why I call it toxic? E-waste consists of very dangerous lead, mercury, cadmium, those kind of elements which are very toxic in the nature. It is affecting the humans also. There are many health related problems, brain damages, bronchitis and respiratory problems that are also created because of e-waste generation. The effect on environment. E-waste is an environment hazard causing groundwater pollution, acidification and soil contamination. That means it is impacting environment, it is impacting humans, it is impacting everything. So water, everything is impacting. And that's why we should address this problem very seriously. And in our electronics, if we install 1 million square feet of SPD, we can reduce very big way electronic waste. I'll tell you how much we can do. If you see, at PANIN, we address all people, planet and profit. For people, we are very much into upliftment of thousands of deprived human assets. We make them productive and prosperous. For protecting the environment, I just explained, we reduce millions of pounds of e-waste, thousands of tons of carbon and save billions liters of water. Why billions liters of water? Because to make one monitor, you need 15,000 liters of water. You can Google and search it. I am talking about 1 million square feet of display. So I am very conservative when I say this. It can be even bigger. And when I say we help economy, how? We work as a growth partner. We have our platform, we have our technology, we have our software platform, everything, and we make sure that we help business to grow multiple times. using our products and technology. So what we say, we make millionaires. We don't make millions, we make millionaires, and we boost the economy. Now, how we are telling that we are the growth partner? What we have to become a growth partner? So, we are the owner of the technology, that is sustainable photonic display. We are the owner of production. We are the only people who has this technology. We are the only people in the world who can manufacture this. That is our USP. We are owner of the products, that is physical store and physical markets. Both we own. We never sell the product. Our model is only leasing in the market. We don't want capital incentive business models. What people do, we always create low risk, high gain models. We have created this new commerce. You have heard that it is commerce and e-commerce. There are only two platforms to purchase anything. We are coming up with a third front called S-commerce, that is sustainable commerce. You can call it a smart commerce also. It is smart. The innovative D2 model. So when this smart commerce, when blended with this technology product solutions and D2 model, we definitely serve the people, save planet, and generate a lot of profit. This is how our mall looks. If you see, there is a lot of space to be inside, and you are surrounded by lots of hundreds of brands. All are waiting for you to enjoy. So you will enjoy spending in this kind of malls. That's the future. So this occupies very small space, and it's very easy. There are no trolleys, no queues, no cash counter. You just move, click and buy. That's the future. The product will be delivered at home. So when I talk about S-commerce and SaaS platform, you must be thinking about what are these jargons. So let me explain you this. Now this is our own photonic display, which you see, which is manufactured in our own factory. So what you see now is a digital store. If you see, the products are coming, they are all rotating 360 degrees. So when the person is there, he can, without anything, he will be able to see variety of products, he will see variety of schemes running over that, and the brand of the store. That means this is a branded store from where I am purchasing. So authenticity of this product and authenticity of supplier, both is confirmed to me, which is not there. In e-commerce, you don't know the authenticity of supplier, authenticity of product. Here, authenticity of supplier is here. This is the brand name. So this is the authentic supplier and this is the authentic product. Both are guaranteed. Benefits you are getting anyway. What you get on e-commerce, you are getting. Here is the physical store. The beauty is that when you go to e-commerce, you are one person and you have 1,000 brands in front of you to purchase. Here it is one brand and thousands of customers are seeing that. That's a big difference in e-commerce and S-commerce. And it's a physical store. There is no employee, no other cost, no operating expenses, no other expenses. You just scan the code, go to your mobile and buy the products. That's simple. At PANIN, we believe that everything should be simple, sustainable, scalable, but smart. Thank you.